Hello, it's Lisa here. So today I want to talk about another aspect of intuitive eating, and many people don't know about it, or they don't talk about it too often. And because they think it's like secondary. Like normally we want to know how to like stop eating, or don't eat like past fullness, or don't overeat, or don't binge and stuff like that, and we focus on that aspect of intuitive eating, or like recovering your hunger cues. But also, like, what I learned in my recovery was that I also had to start noticing that when I wasn't hungry, then I didn't have to eat. If like you don't have to force yourself to eat when you are like genuinely not hungry. And by intuitive eating, I mean that you have been in recovery for quite some time, you are not underweight anymore, you have your period back, and you have been in recovery and not restricting, not dieting anymore, not compensating, not over exercising for quite some time. And then you may reach to a point when you are like, okay, I want to now listen my hunger cues. I want to eat when hungry and stop when full, and trust my body. And it also includes that you have to trust your body, that when you're not hungry, no matter if it's your like lunch or dinner time or snack time, it's like certain clock hour in a day, and you're like, okay, like yesterday it was 1 o'clock and I had my lunch, but today it's 1 o'clock and I'm not hungry. Like, what's happening? Like, should I eat or should I not eat, or like, is it restriction if I don't eat or whatever? And if you're by that point, like you're practicing intuitive eating, then you don't have to like force yourself to eat when you're not hungry. And for me it was kind of like new thing in my recovery to not eat when it was like the lunch or dinner or even like breakfast. And for me it was so new, because I was so used to eating all the time, thinking about food all the time. Like, when I was finishing lunch, I was already thinking like what I have for snack and when would I have my dinner, and I was always hungry and always craving something. But when my craving became more balanced and I started to feel my hunger cues, like hunger and fullness cues, then I also noticed that sometimes I wasn't hungry or I didn't crave anything. Maybe I ate a little bit more the last meal, or maybe I ate more yesterday. So your body makes its own corrections, and you don't have to worry if you're not hungry. You don't have to force yourself to eat when you're not hungry. And you also have to listen to your body and trust that you don't have to like force feed yourself or eat when you have no like physical signals that you wanna eat. So I hope this like makes sense, and you have to trust your body that it knows what it's doing. And so basically, like, if you're not hungry, you don't have to force yourself to eat, and you have to trust your body's signal. So, and there is no big deal about it, and there is nothing wrong with you. It's part of intuitive eating, and it happens when you have been in recovery. There is nothing wrong with it. Your hunger cues are not broken or whatever. And but obviously there can be some other things that I don't mention in this video. For example, when you're underweight, then your hunger signals can be still like switched off, and some people have to start eating more than they are used to, or more than their like hunger cues are dictating, because their hunger signals are just not like working normally. Like, when you're underweight, then you are not even like capable to like eat the same amount as like somebody, like a normal person, and you have to like train your body like slowly to be able to eat more foods or more like normal portions again. So in this video I'm not talking about these people who still needs to like gain weight and stuff. But when you're like in a state of like practicing your intuitive eating and you are like in recovery, have been in recovery for quite some time, then you can also like start to notice that if you're not hungry, you don't have to like forfeit yourself and just like trust your hunger signals. And yeah, so this is what I wanted to say. And yeah, I think it's like interesting aspect of intuitive eating that's maybe many people don't talk about. And yeah, so thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.